Hey, it's the AK Option Trader, and this is video 2 in chart style series. And we talked about what candles are. Again, this is an introduction. This is not for advanced or intermediate traders. This is advanced. This is beginner stuff. Don't be embarrassed. Everybody had to start somewhere. I had to learn this stuff myself. So this is good stuff to learn. In the first episode, we learned what a candle is and how to read a candle. So if you didn't watch that, go back and watch that one, unless you already understand that, because you should be able to look at this chart right now and tell me you see good days, bad days, you see up days, you see down days. Just by glancing at this here chart, you should be able to tell me that if you took lesson 1. So next we're going to move on to some candle formations. Now there's probably hundreds of them. I don't know them all. There's probably hundreds of candle formations. I know probably dozens. I know 20, 30, 40 maybe that I ever use. Candle formations generally are confirmations, or what I use them mostly for is reversals. Alright, reversals as in getting out of a play, or reversal as in getting into a play on a swing trade. Reversals mean they're reversing trend. They're going from down to up or from up to down. Alright, and that's what candles. There are some single candles that do this. The most powerful signals are generally 2 or 3 candle formations. So this one is strictly going to be on dojis. We're just going to look through. This is the cues. We're just going to look through and see if we can find some dojis. And I can show you what they're at. Alright, one thing about candles, any candle formation, if it's taken out of context, it generally does not work. Okay, out of context means this should be and a lot of them are in a long-term move up or a long-term move down, near a top after a gap, stuff like that. So in the middle of a move, and I'll show you that looking at this chart. I highlighted a couple of them. Then we're just going to look for some on our own. They're all over the place. The dojis, probably one of the most common candles. Everybody knows the dojis. There's different styles. So let's talk about it a little bit. This is a doji. A doji, this isn't a perfect doji, but it's a good doji. Okay, a doji means the open and close are very, very close together. So in this one, it opened up here and closed here with long wicks, a top wick and long shadow on the bottom, or top shadows and long shadows either side. That's a doji. This one here is called a long-legged doji because the legs are so long. This is a long-legged doji. Now, what you see on this candle here is gap down, went down here, came back, or gap down, filled the gap, and probably came down here, back up, closed here. Alright, then it gapped up the next day. This is a 3 candle signal. We're going to talk about those later. This is a strong reversal signal. We're in a downtrend. Alright, look at this doji. You got a doji here, okay? It's not quite a long-legged doji, just a normal doji, nothing special about it, but it's in context of the move. What this means is that buyers and sellers are having a battle. Alright, the sellers tried to sell, the buyers bought. The buyers tried to buy, the sellers took over. So there's a battle. There's indecision. We're at a crux. There's no one direction. Things aren't for sure. If you think of it that way, it makes more sense. And it was followed up with another long-legged doji. This one's even better. The open and close are right on top of each other. Alright, so there's another long-legged doji. Great sign. This was a great reversal. A savvy trader would have been entering a trade right about here. And look at this. So from here, 46 to 52. That, my friends, is a beautiful move. Alright? So that's a long-legged doji. Alright. There's a whole bunch of them in here. I'm trying to find some in context. Okay, this is darn near close to what we call a tombstone doji. Okay? You got a short down move. It's in a trend. Alright? The top and bottom close are near the bottom, leaving the tombstone, what they call the tombstone, on the top. This is generally a decent reversal signal. It's even better if there's no bottom shadow at all, if it's right here. But this is close enough to be called a tombstone doji, okay? So in the open and close are near the bottom, and you got a real long top wick. That, my friends, is a tombstone doji. And you might see some. I might scroll by them and miss them, and you can be yelling and screaming at me here. Okay, here's another one. Okay, this would be close to a tombstone doji. Again, bottom down here, open and close clear. Look at this, nice gap down, nice, this is a gap, nice gap down, move, boom, rocket back up. Alright, then it sold back off, even went down and touched near the bottom here, and then before it rallied again. Alright, so there is another one. And I don't know if we'll find them all. This is one I like. This one is one you see a lot. This is called a spinning top, very similar to doji, but the real body's a little bit bigger. Generally, the top and bottom, they like them to be even. If the top and bottom are even, that is a good signal. And if this were a doji and it were up here, it'd be an evening star, a strong reversal signal. We'll see if we can find one. I didn't mark any. I just wanted to kind of do this on the fly to show you that they're out there everywhere. Here's another doji here. But look at the context. It's in a move, and it wasn't confirmed with a down move. In fact, it went up before it went back down. All right. So the doji's got to be taken in context, and you will see a lot more of that over this video series. All right. So here's a couple more dojis. Look at nothing going on though. Flat, not in a move. Now here's where we'd look for one at the bottom around here. We got a prolonged move. We'd be looking for one here. Look at this. All right. So you had a move up. Look at this doji gap up. This is beautiful. Doji gap up. We got a nice doji star here. And then this would be like an evening star doji. This would be even better if this leg was up here. But evening star doji followed by down. This is a reversal signal of this up move here. And you can see it was confirmed. You had another up move before it sold off again. All right. So let's look for, I want to see if I can find you a dragonfly doji. A dragonfly. I'm looking for, this is close to one. It's not quite a dragonfly doji. Let's move along here. Do 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 do. There's a nice doji in here. This is close to a dragonfly. I'm going to show it to you just because we have it here. All right, here we go. This will be a good one. So the dragonfly doji is the opposite of a tombstone doji. The open and the close are near the top. Okay. So, and it's got long legs. So it's called a dragonfly. I don't remember why. I don't know that it's important. This would be even a stronger signal if this had gapped down and the dragonfly had occurred here and the legs been down, okay? But it's not bad. You can see you have a down move, a pretty substantial one. Look at this, okay? So we got a down move here. We have a tombstone doji, all right, followed by a semi-dragonfly doji and an up move. Then we got another down move, followed by and ended with a dragonfly doji before moving up. And here's a doji in the move, but it's out of context, still going boom, 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 boom. And then we keep going up. And I see a lot of other reversal signals within here, and we'll talk about those later. Like I said, today we're just talking about dojis. Anyway, so I think you get the idea, okay? There's a whole bunch of different kind, and take it in context. When you hear me talking about dojis, or here's a long-legged doji right here near the bottom of a little down move, when they're taken in context and we're putting in play, oh, look at this beautiful one here. All right, this is a morning star. All right, it gaps down. Look at this nice gap down. Doji forms followed by a gap up. Boom, up move. These are strong signals. You guys can find these, play them. They're Beautimus Maximus. All right, so they're all over in here. You can see I didn't pre-plan this. Okay, here's a Tombstone Doji. I didn't plan this. I just wanted to scroll through and show you. Here's a nice dragonfly doji. Here's a tombstone doji. A lot of indecision right here. See, a lot of indecision. This was a stall out of a move, consolidating, and then it took back off. This wasn't a reversal. It could have been. It would be something to watch for, but you'd have to have confirmation. All right, and look at here's our tombstone doji. Was it confirmed? It was not confirmed. In fact, we got what we call a bullish engulfing candle, which we'll talk about later. Anyway, so that's quick. We're running out of time, and I just wanted to kind of show you what dojis were. Okay, so there's dojis. There's dragonfly dojis like this. There was the tombstone doji where the real body's on the bottom. There's a long-legged doji or normal doji where they're both on both sides, and this is kind of a spinning top where you've got the top and bottom wick about the same and a little bit bigger body. All right, so I hope that helps you learn about dojis a little bit. So when you hear me talking about it in my blog, you'll kind of understand what's going on. I'm always looking for them. They're a good signal. All right. Got any questions? Comment. Email me. Trade well and prosper, and be looking for those dojis. Spend some time going through charts. This is the AK Option Trader signing off.